If you guys are in need of cheap Madden coins, look no further than MMOEXP.com. They got the cheapest coins on the internet. Be sure to use my promo code, which is Ryan. You will get 5% off. And also, they're running a promo where you can get 10% extra coins added onto your order. Just be sure to list your player for whatever it tells you to list it for in the description of what you're going to purchase. So we're going to go over the Team of the Week predictions here for Madden 20 Ultimate Team. There are a couple of guys here that I want to point out, and we're going to go ahead and look at their stat line and see if they're deserving of those items, those cards that we can get here in Madden. So the first one we're going to go over is what we believe to be the limited time card, or what I believe to be the limited time card, and that is going to be Christian Kirk. So we're going to go to the scoreboard, and we're going to go ahead and find the Cardinals game here. Even though the Cardinals did lose, obviously this year they said that even if you are able to, or even if you lose a game, you're still able to get a Team of the Week card, a Team of the Week player item. And here we go, Christian Kirk. He ended up having 6 receptions for 138 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now, granted, the Buccaneers' defense isn't all that good, but definitely one of the best games that we've seen this year from a wide receiver, and it comes from Christian Kirk. And then, of course, Kyler Murray comes out with 324 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He did throw an interception, but he also ran for he ran 3 times for 38 yards. What's up with Kenyan Drake and David Johnson? I don't understand. Like, Tampa Bay really doesn't have a good rush defense at all. They don't have a good defense in general, and they weren't able to establish a run whatsoever. Something's wrong with David Johnson. Ever since he's been injured, he re-injured himself. He's just not the same player at all. I've actually wanted to talk about this. 82 attempts this year for only 302 yards, an average of 3.7 and 2 touchdowns. He's not catching the ball as well as he usually has. I don't know, like, it's just kind of weird. Like, I guess that injury really screwed him up. I mean, you could see, before the injury, he was out here 80 receptions, 879 yards, 4 touchdowns. And I mean, he does have 31 receptions for 323 and 3 touchdowns this year, but it's just not like David Johnson that we remember, right? Like, you're kind of expecting to see, crazy David Johnson that is just going off every game and getting 30 fantasy points and scoring a whole bunch of touchdowns, but it's just not really the same right now. I don't know. So moving on, this is who I believe to be the offensive hero for Team of the Week, and that is Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry actually had 23 carries for 188 yards with 2 touchdowns, a long of 68 yards. He also came in with 2 receptions for 3 yards. Nothing special right there at all. One of them he actually ran back a little bit and lost yardage. He actually had a 6-yard reception during the game. So, yeah, Derrick Henry, I believe, he could very well be the Team of the Week hero, but I believe he's going to end up being, he could end up being the Team of the Week limited time player, but I do believe he will be the offensive hero. He's a he's a pack seller. Christian Kirk isn't a pack seller, in my opinion. So maybe we'll see Derrick Henry as the limited time player and Christian Kirk as the offensive hero. Again, like I said, there's players out there that are pack sellers, and I believe Derrick Henry to be one of those guys. 6'3", like 250 pounds, is pretty fast for how big he is. I could definitely see a 92 overall Derrick Henry being something that a lot of people want to get their hands on. So definitely if he ends up being the limited time player, then Team of the Week might be a little bit crazy. Moving on. Again, I apologize for my voice. It's getting better, though. You can tell it's getting better. We have another hero here that I believe he will definitely get this card. If not, I think he may even get the limited time as well. There's a lot of different limited time players here that have a chance of getting it, and that's Minka Fitzpatrick. So we can see Minka Fitzpatrick right here. I'll highlight him. He had 5 total tackles. He had 2 pass deflections. He also scored a touchdown We could see down here, he got an interception for a touchdown. Or actually, he got an interception. The fumble recovery that he got, which it doesn't show on here. I don't think they show fumbles here. Yeah, they do. Minka Fitzpatrick had one reception of a fumble, and he returned it for a touchdown. So he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, an interception, 2 total tackles on the day, and he also had 2 pass deflections. So that's actually really, really good. Actually, 4 total tackles. I apologize. Pretty good stat line for a guy that got traded, mid-year, and he's been playing his ass off. Like, Minka Fitzpatrick for the Steelers has been playing as good as any defender in the NFL. He probably should have had a card last week, a limited time player last week, but he didn't. This week, they may go ahead and just say, you know what? Screw Derrick Henry, screw Christian Kirk, we're giving it to Minka Fitzpatrick. Like, that could very well be the case, guys. But now, moving on, we have another guy here that a lot of people have been giving, shit to lately, and actually, he had a pretty good game and a victory for the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, if you will. Where is he at here? Cleveland Farrell had 8 total tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a pass deflection. Also had 3 QB hits on the day. Just an absolute great game for a young stud player, hopefully, for the Oakland Raiders moving forward. They need all the help they can get. A lot of people thought their team was completely terrible and useless, and they wouldn't really do anything at all this year. But, looking at the standings real quick, Oakland is, they are right behind Kansas City. Like, right behind them. So, didn't really think that would happen, right? I mean, Oakland, I don't think they're going to keep it up. But if they do, we could very well see the Oakland Raiders in the playoffs. So now, moving ahead here, we have another guy that I want to point out. If we go to the scores, this would not be a very, I don't even know the word to use here. It would not be a very good choice for Team of the Week. Like, I don't think a lot of people would like it. But Darius Slayton did have a really good game. 10 receptions here for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. Definitely a really, really good game. And then his buddy down here, Golden Tate, 95 yards and 2 touchdowns on 4 receptions. You can see the difference in average per catch, 12 to 23.8. So, yeah, 14 targets for Darius Slayton, 10 receptions, and definitely a very good game. A game in which they lost, so it kind of hurts it a little bit. But definitely Darius Slayton, in my opinion, is worthy of a Team of the Week player item. Now, moving on, we have another guy here that I saw throughout the week here, and that is for the Baltimore Ravens. There's actually 2 guys here that we could talk about. One being Lamar Jackson. Now, Lamar Jackson does already have, Team of the Week, like a 90 overall. Now, they could very well just say, you know what, screw it. We're going to go ahead and give Lamar Jackson the limited time only card here. 15 for 17, 223 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, also 7 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. The guy just, I heard this quote on, I believe it was NFL Network, and they said Lamar Jackson has already proved this year that he's good against good teams. He's a good quarterback against good teams, but he is one of the best players of all time against bad teams. And this year has pretty much showed that Lamar Jackson against not so good teams, they might as well not even come out on the field. Lamar Jackson is going to decimate your team, which he did here. 4 total touchdowns, almost 300 total yards here, and it was like he wasn't even trying. It was like practice for him. It was like he was back in college. So, yeah. But the main guy we want to talk about, I kind of got sidetracked talking about Lamar, is Mark Andrews. So a guy that not a lot of people thought was going to be as good as he has been this year. Mark Andrews coming with 6 receptions for 53 yards and 2 scores. Mark Andrews has been a really, really good player this year and well deserving of a Team of the Week item. So if we go ahead now real quick and we go check out Mutthead, they usually have their Team of the Week predictions here on their website, and they pretty much, from what I saw earlier, they had a lot of the same people that I did. They also added Mitch Trubisky. They believe Christian Kirk is going to get the limited time, which I said is probably the possibility. That's what I think as well. They also have Derrick Henry and Minka Fitzpatrick, which again, both of those could be the limited time as well. They have Ronald Jones up here. That's another guy I didn't even think about doing. 106 total yards and a touchdown. Sam Darnold, 230 passing yards and 2 total touchdowns in a win, which helps him a lot. Again, Mitch Trubisky, almost 200 yards passing with 3 touchdowns. Jerome Baker, 8 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. Eric Harris with 2 interceptions. That's a good one. I forgot about him. He also had a pick 6. So that's definitely a good one right there. We'll probably see him. Rashaan Evans of the Titans had a sack, a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and 7 total tackles. Nick Kwiatkowski had 10 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception. And then Nick Needham had 6 tackles and 1 interception. So that's who Mutthead thinks will be the Team of the Week players there. Definitely, it should be fun. Hopefully we get one of the better Team of the Weeks that we've had over the past couple of weeks. And I'll definitely be opening up packs, reviewing the cards, doing everything I can to give you guys some content here. I know I've been sick lately, but I'm getting better. You could already tell I've been talking for the past like 10 minutes. My voice really hasn't gone out that much. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. So again, real quick, I will put up this graphic on the screen. MMOEXP.com. If you are interested in buying Madden coins, then look no further than this website here. MMOEXP.com is the best website. I promise you guys, the best bang for your buck. You'll get the most amount of coins for the amount of money that you spend. And they have a promo running right now where you will get extra coins for as many coins as you buy. You will get extra, and it'll tell you how much more extra right underneath the purchase tab. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of your guys' hair. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.